Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi everybody, it's the week before Easter in the bunny hop. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, welcome. I am the drunken Portuguese and I am Chef Big Al, and what we're making today is my father's dear old dad, bless his soul, rest in peace. He left me his Portuguese red bean soup recipe. Okay? Now again, this is my father's recipe. So I'm gonna go right to what he says, because every time I ate it, when he made it, it was delicious. So we're gonna go for it and see what happens. So hang in there, here we go. And my wife bought me this nice white t-shirt, and it says lobsters and mobsters, the lobster with the machine gun, and it says Rhode Island underneath it. And I wanted to wear it for you guys today, but guess what? I don't know where the hell it is. I went everywhere. I looked all over the place. I can't find it, and I forgot to put my microphone on. It's turned on, but it's not. I'm not wearing it. Now I have it. I'll put it this way. Sorry. Okay, how's that? You hear me now? Hello? Test. 1, 2. Okay. My producers, they're yelling at me going, "You never got the microphone." No, I don't have a fucking producer. The only thing I have is dogs. 5 dogs, whatever the hell you call them. All right. So number 1 in the recipe, I put in this pan. This is my hex-clad big pan. Okay, I put olive oil, go to the bottom, and then about a tablespoon-ish of butter in there, and just to help it get all nice. So I got these beautiful pork chops thrown in. Yeah, pretty nice cut on them. They're clean, and I rinsed them off, and I patted them dry. Okay, so we're gonna season them. I'm gonna put a little salt, both sides, a little salt, a little pepper, little pepper. Shut up, dumbass! Get over here, lay down. That's the Doberman. She's a bitch. Okay, so we're gonna just rub that in a little bit and make it all nice, happy. Okay, so that's that. That's salt and pepper. Lacey Marie, get over there and lay down. Still with me? All right. What I have is this the Portuguese allspice, and you can buy it. You can buy it online. That's the price. Take the price off. You can buy it online. Portuguese allspice, and they sell the Portuguese brand paprika, but we're just going to use the allspice. We're going to just take a pinch and kind of sprinkle it on, just another little pinch, sprinkle it on. Okay, flip it over. No, now my hands are all icky. I'll use the dry one. A little more. Okay. So my hands are icky already, so we'll just rub that in. Okay. All the sides, get it all on there. Rub it around. Okay. How are we doing? We hot? You can tell when it's hot because the oil will start to, you'll see it shimmer, like glisten, like little waves in it. And the butter will start to snap and pop a little bit because of the the solids that are in there. That's how you know it's hot, and then we'll dump them in there. So let me just wash my mitts for a sec. Hang on. All right. So, real quick, I'll give you a quick rundown of what we're going to put in here. So this is how it's going to go. And again, I don't do shorts. Under my pants, I do. I don't go commando. All right. So we've got 2 pork chops bone in. We got olive oil and butter in the pan heating up. The 2 pork chops, we season them, salt, pepper, and we sprinkle a little bit of Portuguese allspice on there. I have already prepped up. I've got a half a monster onion. I have petite diced tomatoes, and these are basil, garlic, and olive oil in there. And then we've got dried parsley, and of course you need some garlic. Then I've got 4 potatoes that I've already diced up, like soup size. Okay, and carrots, two big carrots that I've already sliced up, and those are all prepped up. And then I've got 1 large can of red kidney beans. Okay. Oh, and then I've got some tomato paste that'll add some body to it at the end. Okay. How are we doing here? Okay, we're looking good. We're shimmering. All right, so we're going to add these in. There's the sound. That's what we want. We want a sizzle. Okay, let's get them in there. Okay, so we're going to let those go. I'd say maybe 4 minutes on a side. We'll take a look at them. I'll lift it up. We're not going to touch them though. We're just going to let them get a nice crust on there and brown, and it's going to let all the juices and the flavors and stuff come out. And then we're going to look at it. If it needs some more, we'll let it go a little bit more. But 4 minutes-ish, maybe 5, depending on what it looks like. And then we'll flip them and let them go another 4 to 5. And then I'll check them, and they should be almost cooked, because we're going to add that back into the soup, and we're going to cut it up and just let it go. But we're going to throw them in whole for a while, then we'll pull them and get the bones, because the bones have a lot of flavor in it. So we'll keep that in the soup, according to Dad. Okay, so come on back. I'm going to pause you. Okay, come on back. Okay, booyah. We're back. Okay, so the chops look good. They got really nice color on them, and yeah, pretty happy. So we're gonna take them out. Hot. Okay, the color. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. All right, I'll take that off for a minute. Let me show you. Hey, got nice color. Just sit down and eat that. So we're just gonna let those rest to the side. Over there. Okay. So you got all of this nice yum stuff in here, all the good stuff. So now what we're gonna do is, I have some burger, and I'm breaking it up And I'm going to, this is just regular old 80-20 hamburger. I'll put this in there. This is all part of the happiness that goes into the soup. Okay. That's about, not a lot. It might be a quarter to a half a pound of hamburger. Because we don't want the soup all hamburgery. Get it? Hamburgery? Anyway, washing my hands, so hang on. See? Oh, it's once you get greasy hands, it's hard to wash them off. And I use that Dawn soap, and that kind of cuts the grease part. Oh my goodness. Come on. I'm sorry, I'm working on it. My camera doesn't follow me. I don't have a cameraman. Or a camera person, I should say. Sorry. If I had a woman, that'd be cool too. My wife, she could follow me around with the camera. But you're not here. So she can't. Oh shit, oh crap. Oh. Sorry, got my bowl. Okay. Just cleaning it up a little bit. Okay, got my meat in there. Again, I don't want to break it up too much. Come on, you need a little bit of heat. Beep. Okay, so get that going. Well, that's cooking. Well, that's cooking. I'm gonna chop up my onion. That's a big ass onion, man. Holy crap. Well, that's some pretty good sized pieces because it's a hearty soup. You don't want to mince it. You know what I mean? So we got some good sized pieces. Okay, so I'm going to let the hamburger cook a little bit and season it with a little salt. I'm going to give it some, oops. Fresh brown black pepper. Okay. Let that go. I want to make sure my hamburger is almost cooked. Now what I'm doing here, which was, and I read the recipe, but I put all the carrots and potatoes in water over here, and the carrots have to go in first, and the potatoes are like the last hour. Oops. So now I have to go in here and pick all the potatoes up. Yeah, well, you know, that's what I'm doing over here. See? Dumbass. That's why you gotta read your recipe first before you start getting all your prep and shit, because you can fuck something up. You can mess it up like really bad, but this wasn't really bad. So anyway, I've got my carrots and my potatoes, and what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll pour my water back in here. Okay, so I got them all separated. You know, if I would have read it all the way through, it says it. When it says do the potatoes, it says last hour. Not even close to that yet. Okay? So there's the burger. Come on, man. What are you doing? Cook. All right. We're going to let that cook up a little bit. And we're going to add all that half a big onion. And it looks like a lot, but onion shrinks down because it's mostly moisture. And once they cook down, they'll be around. Okay. So you got the onions and the meat. And then I forgot to tell you that on top of that, there was the hamburger, which I forgot to tell you about. And then there's also red wine that we're going to add to it, which I forgot to tell you about. What happens when you get old, you know? You forget shit. I haven't forgotten where I am yet, though. Wait till. What do you want? Come here. A carrot? Yeah. What this? You sit? You sit? 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 Good girl. Yeah. She's the only one that likes carrots, so I'm not even wasting my time on the other ones. It's Chloe. No carrots. Lacey. She's just a bitch. You eat it? You like it? She likes carrots. She's an old lady, so she's been around. She knows she's supposed to eat her vegetables. Hopefully this is going to be good. All right, so this is going to cook down. So come on back, and we'll add some of the other shit. Okay, ready? I'll see you in a bit. Oh, well, I got you. Hang on. I'm going to give you a little lesson. You probably already know. See this? Get this in all your knife sets. It's a honing rod. Now, a lot of people, they're like, what the hell is that? I don't know how to use it. What's it for? As you can see, it's got the ridges on it and everything. And that is called a honing rod. And it usually comes with all your knife sets. Now, this is not a knife sharpener. You can't sharpen a knife with this. What this does is it puts the edge back on where it's supposed to be. What happens is, here's your knife, and there's your edge, right? There's your edge. Well, by using it, a sharp knife, instead of your edge being like this, it does this. Okay? So now you're trying to cut like this. When you hone, it takes this rolled over, and it goes. So you hone it, both sides, and it straightens it out. And how you do that is, you take your knife, okay? Take your edge, your cutting edge, about 20 degrees to the edge of this, okay? And you go from the back to the tip, and you just go down the rod. Okay? And then you do the same thing on the other side. You should do this every couple of times when you're cooking something and you use the knife. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And what you've done is you've taken that edge now and you've made it like that again. Okay? So it went from this to this. Okay, so it's nice and sharp. That's it. Now you know how to use it. Everybody says, I don't know how to use it. What the hell is it for? Well, you know, I mean, if your knife's dull, you have to use a knife sharpener first. Run it through the knife sharpener and then take the hone and hone the edge. Even after you sharpen it, hone the edges, and that'll give you a nice straight edge. And that's it. So that was that lesson. Okay, so come on back and I'm going to sweat these onions down and finish the hamburger. And come on back and we'll keep putting more shit in the pot. Okay? Shit'll get off the pot. We're back. Okay, so ready? This is what I got. I've got my 2 carrots. The onions are pretty good. Got my my carrots. Those are going in now. Okay. These are my 1 can of petite diced tomato, and like I just kind of break them up a little bit with my hand, just so you don't have all these big square, big square chunks of tomato in your soup. And I just put this in the pan, the bowl that I had my carrots in. It's all going in the same place. Okay, so that's pretty broken up. You know what? Before I put that in there, now if you've noticed by now, my father's recipes, they're heavy on the onion. They're onion heavy recipes. Now, if you're not a big onion fan, back off them. You don't need all that onion. But we like it. It adds a lot to the soup. Portuguese, they had a lot of onion because they grew their gardens. They had onions and potatoes and, you know, all that good stuff that they grew in the garden. And then they canned it. So they had that kind of stuff. Anyway, so I got the carrots. Oh, hang on. I had to get a spoon. I'm going to put the garlic in there before I add in the tomato stuff. The garlic water. Put a couple of tablespoons of that in there. Where was all my garlic? Okay. A lot of the water. That's about had it. But you can always do something with it. I'll put it in a pan with some butter and make garlic bread. So of course I'll keep it. That's the mother in me. My mother saved everything. You never know. Yeah, I know. Okay. So we got the garlic in there. Let's get that kind of cooked up a little bit until it's fragrant. It's coming. Okay. Now there's going to be 2 of these cans of water. So I'm going to add it right to the tip. Yeah, I'm going to add it right to this. Well, you know what? No, I'm not. Because I don't want my soup too watery and I want to see what it looks like when I do it. I've got my allspice, my parsley. Put some parsley in there now. I'm shaking it. I ain't got time for that crap. About a tablespoon, two tablespoons of parsley. Okay. A couple of tablespoons of the Portuguese allspice. Maybe 1.5. A little less on there. Okay. Stir that up. All right. I'm going to add the tomatoes. Okay. Stir that up a wee bit. Okay. Doesn't look like much yet. That's some wine, red wine. Yeah, quarter cuppy, somewhere around there. According to Daddy-O. He said 2 tablespoons. Okay, did that. Get that heated up. Okay, definitely need the water. So, I still got my bowl. I had the tomatoes in it. I'll put 1. 2 cans in there. Okay. That in there. Tomato paste in the tube. I'm probably going to do a couple of tablespoons. Okay. Now what's nice about the tube is you can put a couple of tablespoons and then keep it. If you open up a can, you're going to use a couple of tablespoons of that, and then what are you going to do with the rest of it? You can cover it, put it in the fridge, but you could. That would work. Okay. Okay, you ready? I'm going to take my pork chops, my 2 pork chops, and where the hell's my knife? Because if I put the 2 pork chops in there, it's going to take up it's going to be hard to stir it and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to cut it with across the bone, or away from the bone. Okay? And I'm going to take this, I'm going to put them in there. And I'm going to take all this juice that was left over. I'm going to put that in there. Because that's all yum yum. Okay? Pretty easy peasy, huh? That's why I like using a cutting board, because the plastic, because I can just take it out, put it in the sink, wash it. As long as you don't get shit all over your wood. And I give my wood a good good washing. I give my wood a good washing. Shut the fuck up. That's funny. That was funny. Everybody should wash their wood. Oh God, I'm gonna go to hell. Anyway, all right, put some of this shit back. Ugh. Okay, so I've got my potatoes left, and I've got my red kidney beans, and these go last 15 minutes. The red kidney beans go in, and the last hour, the potatoes go in. Now this is I'm gonna put the lid on this. Where the hell is it? There it is. Put the lid on this. And I am going to simmer this 3 hours. Okay? And the reason you do that, number one, is it's all going to come together by simmering. It cooks together. So all those flavors are going to go all through that soup, and the meat's going to give off, and the bones are going to give off all that flavor and everything, and it's going to get yummy, yummy, nice. Okay? So we're going to do that. We're going to go for 2 hours. The last hour, we're going to put the potatoes in for the last hour, and then when it's almost done, we'll add the kidney beans, and that should do it for the soup. But once this gets going, I'm going to give it a taste and see what it needs. It's either going to need, I don't know, a little salt, a little pepper, a little more wine. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to need, but probably nothing, the way my dad does it, because it's usually pretty good. Okay, so we're going to let this go. You want to hang out for a couple hours? Listen to some music. Oh, chip. Oh, you can hang out. Drink some cold beers. Yell at the dogs. So you all set for Easter? Did you go buy your ham and all of that? I'm making ham, potatoes au gratin, maybe Doberman. Throw that Doberman. Knock it off. A couple of mourning doves out there in the bird feeder. She thinks they're squirrels. So, ham, au gratin, boiled carrots. I'm going to make a green bean casserole. My daughter's making deviled eggs. My other daughter's bringing this big fancy ass freaking carrot cake that's going to be dessert. And I got the honey ham spiral cut, and I'll put the pineapples and the cherry and glaze it. Sounds good, eh? Come on to my house. All right. I'll see you in 2 hours. All right. See you then. Hello. Okay. In 2 hours. In the last couple of hours, I've actually tasted this about 3 or 4 times, and kind of waiting for it to like come together, but it kind of never really did. So I added 32 ounces of vegetable stock to it, and I've let that go. And then I added some more salt to it because it really needed it, and I let that go. So it's getting there. Um, so she's still kind of simmering away. And I took my ladle and I skimmed off a lot of the fat that was on the top of this. Hang on a sec. Watch it's gonna freaking probably fall off. Ooh. Oh, don't fall off, please, please. Okay. Anyway, so we did that. It's been about 2 hours. So I've got my potatoes. All right. So we're gonna add these in. Okay. Add in the potatoes. All right. Yeah, it's hot. A little better with the added salt and the vegetable stock. That helped. All right, so we got the potatoes in. We're going to let this go another hour. Let it cook up. It's pretty tasty. I mean, it's pretty good. So we'll let that go, and then we'll bring you back. Last 15 minutes, we're going to add the kidney beans, and then we'll keep tasting it. See if we can get it nicey nice. All right, that's pretty damn good. So, all right, so one more hour. I'll see you in another hour. All right, hang on. Here we go again. The home stretch now, okay? Hang on. Oop. This is the home stretch. So, potatoes went in, red beans went in. Potatoes went in about an hour and a half ago. Red beans went in a half hour ago. It's cooked through its cycle. It's there, it's ready. It's warm. I went in. And I think I got all the bones out. I think. Maybe. Who knows? Anyhow. That's Portuguese red bean soup. Okay, we're going in. And of course, I got it on me. Son of a bitch. Shut it off. Now I know that this is like surface of the sun hot. And if you think I'm going to go in there and get a big old spoonful and shove it in my fucking pie hole, that ain't happening. Like I said, I've tasted it through, and it's pretty good all the way through. You can season it some more, however you want. Potatoes are cooked, red beans are cooked, everything's in there. Looks good. What is hot? Hot. Oh. Just for you. I'm going to go in and have a bite. A little red bean, a little bit of that pork chop that was in there. Oh. I love everything. Fire spreading all around me. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Good. It's good. Gotta go in. Needs another pinch of salt though. I'm gonna give it a little more pepper too. Stir that up. Ooh, that's hot. All right, so that's it. That's Dad's Portuguese red bean soup with carrots, and I already burnt my tongue once. I'm probably gonna do it again now. It's good. Now, you can jazz this up. You can put a piece of Italian sausage in there. Give it a little more oomph. You can put a piece of Portuguese sausage in there, so a piece of chourico, linguiça. Put it in there and just let it cook, and all those flavors will go through there. And good shit. But I made it the way my dad makes it, and it's good. And you can tell that it's Portuguese because it's a lot of root veg. There's potatoes and legumes, the beans and the onion and stuff that they had. Maybe a one piece of a pork chop or a piece of a spare rib, a piece of meat from an animal. Threw it in there. Whatever they had, tomatoes from the garden. It's how the Portuguese cooked. It's what they had, and trying to keep it going from what my father passed on to me, and I'm trying to pass it on to my kids and everybody. Lacey, calm down. Come here. Get over here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Go over here. Come here. Come over here. Come here. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Look. Hello. All right. Anyway, that's it for this one. Let it calm down, let it cool off, and then when you reheat it, it'll actually bring back a little more flavor to it. Like anything else any other soups that you let cool and then reheat, it always builds a little more flavor. So anyway, happy Easter. He has risen. God bless you. Be safe. Stay drunken. It is Easter. I'm gonna go out there on an Easter egg hunt. Be drunk as shit, looking for those eggs. And here's to you. Happy Easter. And I love you. Thank you for all your support. Please subscribe and like and share it with family and friends and people that you don't like. Really? You like to cook. Like I said, I try to bring different recipes. I found this one. I wanted to make this for a while for my dad, and That's it. In respect to him, I made it exactly the way he said to make it, except I added chicken broth to it, which either did or did not. I don't know. You could have added beef broth, or which probably would have been a little more oomph, or a chicken stock, or a chicken bone broth, or something to give it a little bit more. Beef consomme, you can buy the cans of it, concentrated. Put one of them in there. Whatever your taste is, whatever you like. Get a nice crusty bread. Put a little butter on it. Dip it in there. Eat. Just remember my father. All right. I love you. I'll see you on the next one. Stay drunken. Drunken Portuguese. Chef Big Al. See you on the next one. We'll make something crazy. All right. I love you, man. Bye. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. God bless you. Be safe. Bye.